greatest teacher on this, but I have a concept, a theory on how these shots are made. And these shots tend to be a little bit difficult. You never want to play position for a shot like this where you're stuck somewhere in the corner or even somewhere down here, and you've got to cut this ball up the way, because it tends to do two things that I recommend when I'm practicing. It tends to, if you don't play it good, if you don't have like a system or a feel for it, or you're playing good, you might go into the rail and miss, or you might go into the jaws of the pocket here and bubble, or sometimes some bad things can happen. You can like cut this ball and it seems to always bank down here. I don't know the system for this kind of bank, and I would never ever recommend anybody to say, okay, 11 ball, 1 bank, by cutting this up here and coming back. I mean, that's totally absurd and ridiculous. But this cut shot is really like a feel. I don't know, I'm going to try to make like a few of these, so I'm probably going to miss like a couple of times, but hopefully I get lucky today. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this 11 ball like maybe like at the third diamond, and maybe like a ball width off the rail, like that. So I need to cut this ball straight up the rail here. And if I'm in a tournament and I have to cut a shot like this, I start. Well, I won't say I don't worry, but I have high confidence that I can make it. And sometimes bad things always happen, so you've just got to be very careful and have a system that I'm going to teach you. And this system, well, it's not mine, however, I use it effectively. It's called the CTE system. And when I cut a shot like this, you've got to be aware of undercutting and overcutting. And undercutting is when you play the ball too thick, and when you overcut is when you play the ball too thin. So it's always advisable that you use the center to edge system. And the center to edge here is that I'm really using the ball, the cue ball and the object ball as to find my aiming line for this. I generally will go around just to kind of get a feel and kind of look at the shot, kind of have a feel at the contact spot. So I know the contact spot to cut this ball here is somewhere here, like right here. Now if I do this, oftentimes before I do all these videos, I would now come around here and then pivot my cue like this, and sometimes I get like a feel of the contact spot. Then it tends to undercut, overcut, different things happen. But for this, I tend to find out that I get a bit back here, and I use the center to edge where what I'm actually doing, I'm aiming the shot from where I am at. And so I'm looking at the cue ball, and I'm aiming the center of the cue ball, and I want the center of the cue ball to contact just on the inside edge or the inside circumference of the object ball here. So if I do it, if I use the center of the cue ball to contact the extreme edge, it overcuts. If I do it too much on the inside, it undercuts. So I've got to be very careful and be very smooth with my stroke. I've got to have a not jerky stroke, right? So now I'm going to be just attempting to make this shot about 3 times or so. And you've got to practice these like a lot. If you can do like 100 of these, that would be good in one day. 5 days per week, that would be good. So let's see. Alright, so here I have my aiming line. Go down. I target, look at my cue ball, making sure that I'm in the center on the vertical axis. No left English or right English. Having a smooth stroke here. Tend to want to come off the rail. Now, I'm going to use the rail as guide. Like that. Center of the cue ball, and I'm looking to contact the inside edge of the 11 ball. Nice smooth stroke. And that's beautiful. And that's how I normally make these kind of shots. I'm going to try one more time. Maybe I just got lucky that time. I'm going to come to the third rail here. My ball width's off. Get my cue ball down in that diamond here. And once again, what I'm looking for is just to find, to ensure that the center of the cue ball contacts the inside edge or the inside circumference of the object ball. Here. I have to have a very smooth and a jerky stroke. I gotta keep all the fundamentals and principles, stay down, follow through, make sure that I hit the cue ball purely and stuff like that. So I'm down. And relax on these shots. center of the cue ball, inside edge of the object ball. Wow, and I play that ball a little bit too hard. But you can see you have a better advantage of making this shot once it is that you're using this kind of system. It's called the CTE, center to edge system. It works wonders. And so let me just try one more time. So that's 50% success. Let's see if we can make this 2 over 3. It should be a good percentage. Center of the cue ball to the inside edge of the object ball. Nice smooth stroke. Beautiful. Excellent shot. Alright. So that is basically what I do to make these kind of shots. I pretty much have to practice this a lot. It's one of those awkward shots that you never want to be on your 8 ball, and it just makes life difficult. But if you practice very much and use a system, you should be able to make these shots more than 50% of the time and increase your percentages. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial video on real cut shots from distance. I'll see you next time in my tutorial. Please like and subscribe to my fan page, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Goodbye.